Yo guys, Feno here. I'm gonna make a video of tier list because I know you like that and I've been a specialist for all my life about that. I've made quite a long list of player I remember, player I played against, either on LoD or T2R, but mainly on D2R, even though I didn't met some of them on D2R, but I knew them from LoD and I know they played at D2R, so that's enough for me to be on the list. So yeah, we're gonna start. I just randomized the list, so the name's gonna come randomly. So the first name is gonna be Odi. So that's a funny first name because I don't like the guy, but I have to be honest about that list, so let's go. So Odi, I think he's pretty decent at getting flicklocks. That's pretty much what he's good at. And yeah, he's not very good at smite, he's not very good on druid. I mean, on druid he was okay, he was getting some good locks. And yeah, he was decent, but the guy doesn't CT, the guy doesn't chain, the guy is pretty limited, and he's not clutch factor in team duels. So yeah, the guy basically is good when he's getting chased, and that's about it. When he's about to chase someone, he's not gonna be a very insane player. So yeah, even though he have some quality, I wouldn't put him that low because I feel he could do better if he tried. So to me, he's a tier 2.5, not least, not more. Maten, so I think the guy stopped the game. The guy was terrible, let's be honest. Like, he was not very good at anything, but he was not a bad player either. Like, he was just decent at best. Like, I'm trying to search some quality from this guy. I think his widescreen was a pretty good quality back in days, but then yeah, I think that's about it to me. The guy was a pretty good Discord player, like he was pretty good at chatting, but yeah, that's about it. He's not a tier 4, but that's a solid tier 3 to me. So yeah, Maten, solid tier 3. Not a bad one though, he could maybe by time reach the tier 2.5, which would be a good accomplishment for this guy. Okay, let me fix that. Okay, so now Mimosa. Mimosa stopped pretty early the game and he was considered as a good bow zone, but he was considered as a good bow zone because they were lacking bow zone back in days. So to me he was average. He was not in the mid tier to me, like he did not belong, his name doesn't belong near OG. So it's a tier 3. Mimosa, tier 3. There we go. Ferdia. So Ferdia, it's kinda complicated. I mean, the guy is old. I mean, old, by old I don't mean his age, but I mean he played all his life this game. So I don't think he have some hidden potential. But he got better at some point by playing team duels, by playing clan wars, and yeah, I think Ferdia got better, and he was one of the bow you could count on when it's about clan wars. Even though in 1v1 he was a bit weak, I will put Ferdia above Maten on Mimosa. So I'm gonna put Ferdia on tier 2.5, but way below Odi in terms of skills. So if there is like, if I need to change, like put Ferdia like on the bottom of the tier 2.5 at the end, I will do it. Because Odi is probably one of the best tier 2.5 we can get, I will say, but let's see. So we have Riz from America. It's kinda hard to judge this guy because he played only 1v1. I mean, maybe he played teams, I'm not sure. but I've only seen him on Ghost Scene, which is a hard character, and the guy was mechanically decent. He had some knowledge as well, but it's hard to judge him because he was kinda a one-trick pony on my eyes, and he could be a tier 2.5, but he didn't prove it enough. So to me, it's a high tier 3, could be a 2.5. Dazer. So Dazer is kinda a funny case. I know this guy since a long time. Like, we played a lot on LOD at the end of LOD when he was training for the D2GA tour that we played together. And I mean, he lost on first round, even though he trained. And this guy was pretty bad at the beginning, but he always had this tryhard competitor aspect on him. He was not lacking potential for sure, and he got way better and better and better. He kinda learned all the mechanics, even though he was based on cheese at the beginning. When the cheese got removed from the game, he was still performing pretty good. Not gonna remove that to this guy. And yeah, he got better. He was doing chains. He was mastering city pretty good. In Clan Wars, even though he never played in teams before, he was doing pretty good as well. I mean, I think he's doing pretty okay actually on his zone. So yeah, to me, I think Dazer have had some potential, still have some potential, and I think, I mean, some people might not agree with me, but I think it's a tier 1.5. Like, the guy kinda rised on a good level, and yeah, he deserves to be there. He could be a tier 2 or a low tier 1.5, depends of who else is there. But to me, he belongs there, and it's not a shame. Like, he's a good player. Monty, the amp machine. Monty didn't play so much the game, and he was not so good, but he had some potential. Like, this guy is a machine on a FPS game, so he basically can have insane locks on this game, and he kinda had good locks, but the knowledge weren't so good, and he was more focused on crying than evolving, so this guy didn't reach his full potential for sure. So Monty is a tier 3, but he could have gone way higher if he kept played with the right people. Elite. So Elite, it's a laser, it's a tryhard, but the guy could play every character basically, and yeah, the guy was pretty good on everything. Like, he was kinda playing an old school style, like he was not using cities. I don't think he was like using so much locks, chain locks I mean. But the guy could do everything and could have learned everything if he wanted. He just played the way he felt that was the best for him to success. So to me, Elite, it's a tier 1. To me, Elite is a tier 1, but he could be like the lowest of the tier 1 probably. Let's see at the end. So we have Botan now. Botan, there is not a lot of explanation needed. This guy is a tier 1, solid tier 1. He could play every character on a high level. He was playing on D2GA as well, and already was on a high level. This guy is simply good, like in Clan Wars, and when I think he was playing with Xel, he was their main player, like their best player by far. He is way better than Raw if I have to compare in terms of skills. But yeah, Botan is a solid tier 1, high tier 1. CJ Carter, he was playing a funny boson. He was kinda one of the first that played the Tilly boson. But I think I didn't see him on any other character, and In Clan Wars he was playing his zone as well, but he was not very successful. I think he was playing bow zone actually on the beginning of the Clan War. And I didn't see him on many more characters, so I'm gonna put CJ on tier 3 because I don't think he reached his full potential, but he didn't show many stuffs. So yeah. Audacity, so the living turret. Basically the guy was just shooting and not moving at all. Like I played against him on NA at the beginning with my hammer and I just 5-0 this guy on 5 seconds. I think this guy was highly overrated, even though I won a tour with him when he performed pretty well. He got kinda bitter at the end, but he kinda stopped early the game as well. And yeah, I don't think the guy had much potential. I've never seen him on anything else than Boson. And he was not having good movements, he was not having good good passing, good mechanics. I think Audacity was highly overrated. To me, Audacity is a tier 2. TypePK was kinda the duo of Audacity back in days. But this guy, I mean, I like a lot his style. He's playing a supportive playstyle. Like he was playing Neck, Hammerdean on Barbarian, from what I remember, but on a kinda passive style, if we can say, like kinda supportive way. But he was always solid to me, and yeah, I think he's a solid player overall. I'm putting TypePK on tier 2.5. Joby. So Joby was pretty bad, not gonna lie. He had some knowledge, he had the mechanics, but like the very old school mechanics, he was not doing great with CT. He was not doing good chains, he was like very floppy style. Even though he will perform always average, I would say, so I will put him on tier 2.5, but he was not very as good as he thought and as people rated him. Mati, his brother. So Mati, to me, it's a perfect example of tier 2. Could have been higher if he played more tournament, more tryhard stuff, because this guy was kinda a pub hero as well. But this guy was way better than his brother, for example. So yeah, he belongs on the tier 2. And could that maybe reach tier 1.5 if he kept playing and played some tournaments. Cooley, well, Cooley is kind of a meme, not gonna lie. Cooley is a funny guy, he's a good caster, he's a good hype man, but that's about it. He's not a tier 4, but he's not very a good duelist. Even though I like the guy, he's not so good. So yeah, Cooley belongs to the tier 3, I guess. Okay, Cooley tier 3. Just gonna add a line for the tier 3 already. Because there are gonna be a lot of people in tier 3, I guess. Okay, so now Enterprise, Vlad. Vlad was promising for sure, he had a good potential and he was already a good player, I would say. He didn't play tournament, he didn't play so much, but you could see that he had mechanics and you could imagine he would perform pretty well overall. He didn't reach at all his full potential, so it's hard to put him very high, but he's already pretty high considering he didn't play the game so much. so it's a tier 2 for me. XS balls. So this guy was kinda bad at the beginning, but got way better and better, and kept playing Clan Wars, kept playing team duels, and he became very solid player. Like, the guy is pretty okay. So to me it's a tier 2, but not higher. But he's better than Odie for me. 252. Actually, I'm gonna skip this guy. I don't remember enough. Juanma. So Juanma, okay, it's gonna be a good topic. I think the guy is pretty good. Like he got knowledge. He got what it takes to perform. But he's highly overrated to me. Like, he's not as good as people think he is. He's kinda doing decent stuff, but not shining stuff. He's not gonna be a clutch factor. He could be a clutch factor when it comes to being defensive, but he's not gonna be the offensive clutch factor to me. Even though he belongs to the highest tier, I guess. He is a tier 1.5, but I don't think Juanma is better than Dazer, for example. So yeah. Okay. Rosé Antonio. Well, it's gonna be easy. The guy, I mean, I know him since a long time, since LOD. He was a cheater. He have the competitivity in his veins, but like not in the good way. He's down to make the worst stuff to win, and he's kinda unskilled, to be honest. Like, he knows the game, he knows the mechanics, he has the knowledge, but he's doing the cheesy snake parts to win. To me, Rosé is it's a tier 2.5 actually. He is not better than the ones on the tier 2, so yeah. Manu. Manu surprised me. He was kinda a boa one-trick pony, and he got way better. Like, he was playing Sin, now playing Neck as well. I think his Neck is pretty bad, but I think his Sin on Rush V Camp is pretty okay. And yeah, Manu got way better. Manu is a tier 2.5. He rised. Before I would have put him in tier 3, and I think he still have the potential if he plays with the right people and keep trying hard to reach maybe tier 2 at some point. But for now, he's tier 2.5 to me. Romualdo. So Romualdo was a very big tryharder, very big competitor, and he was pretty good actually. Like, he was not doing the shiniest things, but he was always doing the right things to me. Romualdo was better than the tier 2.5 that are on the screen to me, so Romualdo was a tier 2 to me. He's below Dazer on Juanma, so yeah, this is where he belongs. Maybe he's a high tier 2 high tier 2 actually. It's very possible. Romualdo is gonna be. I'm gonna put Romualdo on high tier 2. Nick. So Nick, for the ones who know him, he played with Nap on the beginning of the Clan Wars, on the seasons, the first seasons, and he was a very active player on LOD. He was a very good player on LOD actually. He didn't reach his potential that he had on LOD on D2R, so I cannot rate him that high, but he's minimum to me, at least a tier 2. Atlas, the leap machine. Well, he had knowledge, but sometimes his knowledge were shit as well, because he was like saying combat skiller are worse than offensive skiller on a paladin, stuff like that. Like, he was using really weird builds with barbarian, like Wiston barbarian. I mean, I could be tempted to put Atlas on tier 4 because, yeah, I will put Atlas on tier 4. He's not as good as the guys ranked on the tier 3 to me. And he was only one track pony leap barbarian, so yeah, he doesn't belong much higher. Ale, the Italian guy, if I'm not mistaken. He was very solid in 1v1 actually on the beginning of the game. I remember he was one of the newcomers that surprised me. And in teams I think he was kinda stressed, like he was putting a lot of pressure on him, and he didn't reach his full potential that he could have on team duels. But he was a pretty decent player to me. Could have gone where if he kept playing. Gurdy, so Gurdy was a DFC machine. Like, I didn't see him shine anywhere than DFC. We've seen him in Clan Wars, but he was kinda whatever. I think the guy was kinda overrating himself when he was not such good player. To me, Gurdy is a tier 3, but yeah, not higher. Silly American player as well. He was friend of Elk Brew, I remember, and yeah, he was mainly playing 1v1s, I think. Maybe he played some Clan Wars, I don't remember. But yeah, he was not so good. Silly is a tier 3. There is not much more to say. Bongwish was pretty okay when he came with this assassin. I remember him on first tournaments. He was doing pretty okay. He was kinda good at lasing, if you can say, like he's kinda a defensive player. But yeah, it wasn't that bad, even though it will not go so high to me. Like it's probably a high tier 3 to me. But for now I'm gonna put him like this and maybe gonna change it later. Xelkev, Xeltyler, well, those guys are solid tier 2. I don't really remember which one plays what, so I'm just gonna put them both on the same rank because that's where they belong to me. Like I think if I'm not mistaken, the Barbarian Rambo was also the player of the Hammerdean. When he started playing Hammerdean, he became really very relevant real quick, so that was pretty good to see. And the Sin player was pretty solid as well, so both of them are like tier 2 to me. Yeah, but I don't think he was higher. Gogator. Well, this guy was pretty good actually. In 1v1 he was pretty solid. I remember the first times I saw him, he was on DFC. Then I saw him on Xel teams, and he was a big motor of their wins when they won. And I remember his duo with Botan in Xel, and they were doing pretty good as neck dude. And yeah, Gogator was a good killer on the Clan Wars. And in 1v1 he is a solid performer. So to me, Gogator is a tier 1.5. He didn't reach his full potential probably, but hard to say. Anyway, he belongs to 1.5 to me. Gar. Well, Gar, I don't know him enough, but I know he's a solid player, like a good barbarian, probably play a lot of good characters, but I don't know him enough. I just saw that they won the NA Clan Wars and he was a good factor for their win. But to me, I would put him on tier 1.5 because I don't see him as good as Bodan and Elite. I mean, everyone have their different style, but yeah, Gar is a tier 1.5 to me. Druji. So Druji, I know the guy have insane locks. He does have some good knowledge. Yeah, he's a good 1v1er, I think. In teams he can choke, especially with his neck, I remember. His neck is not so solid in teams. and he can play a lot of character though. So this guy is a good player. I think Druji is a tier 1.5. He could be a tier 2, high tier 2, but I think he still belongs to 1.5 to me. Sarah, well, it's hard to say. I mean, no, it's not hard to say, but I know this guy has such a big potential, and he's not playing so much. He played some point like some 1v1 in private, but he never played tournaments basically. Just played the clan wars, and he was always performing pretty well. Like everyone saw him and said, okay, this guy is a threat, need to be careful about this guy, and yeah, he was just very good. I think he could have gone way higher if he kept playing. Like maybe could have become a tier 1, maybe higher, I don't know. But for now I'm putting him in 1.5 and potential to be way higher. Sachu. So Sachu, I don't know him so much, but I know that he was, I mean, I got told he was pretty good on LOD as well, on D2GA, and I've seen him on his Smite, I've seen him on his Barbarian at the beginning. This guy was pretty good, like he was really solid. You could feel that he had the big potential, and to me he's a tier 1.5. But just because I didn't see enough of him, and he maybe came late to the game as well, so it's kinda hard to say. I'm just gonna add another text. Okay, well, works for now. Stadium. So Stadium, to me, he have a lot of knowledge. He's decent in 1v1. He's decent in teams. He knows he knows how to win, but he's not gonna be the main factor of a win in the team. To me, he's a good filler and a good follow-up, but not the main carry of a team. So to me, Stadium is it's a tier 2. Stadium is a tier 2, but not higher. I mean, no, it's even less. It's a tier 2.5. No, it's a tier 2. I'm being cringe there. Stadium is a tier 2. Okay, Ryzen, well, this guy was always performing good. Was always good at anything. I mean, he was kinda using only the old school mechanics, like was not using the CT, I think, or maybe he did, but late. He was not using so much chains, even though he could do them. But he was always safe, doing the right movement, doing the right stuff, like a very good player, very well-rounded player. To me, Ryzen is a tier 1. Yeah, he's a tier 1. Ro, so I think Ro is overrated as shit. Like, this guy only knows how to def. And I remember when I slapped his ass on D2GA tournament with my Barbarian with 100 plus ping with his neck. It was really, really not a good neck actually. He just knows how to TP on def basically. Like, he's good on clan wars because he can just stay off screen and spirits. I mean, he does it well for sure. And when he was playing Smite at some point on some trainings, I remember he was pretty okay. But I mean, his team was kinda insane as well. So this guy is a good player, but Ro is not he's not in tier 1 to me. It's a tier 1.5. Wait, I'm just gonna add him here. But it's a high one. Like, it's a high tier 1.5. It's probably the highest tier 1.5 to me. Okay. CBA. So CBA was a pretty good 1v1er, especially on his scene. He was pretty good. And yeah, I mean, he's part of the Habibi crew, pretty solid team, so it was not that hard to shine. But he was doing well on his scene. He was pretty okay on Druid as well. I don't remember if he played Mech, maybe he did, but it was not so rememberable. CBA is a tier 1.5, but not more to me. He's not tier 1. So yeah. Shady from Europe. Let's back to Europe. Shady. Well, Shady is a pub player mainly. He's playing some tournament time to time, I think, but I think this guy has some potential. He has some knowledge, but he didn't accomplish many things, and he's not such a serious player. I mean, I think he just play for fun. He don't really care. So to me, Shady is a tier 3. But he have the potential eventually to go a bit higher, not so much higher, but maybe a bit higher. Big Dane, I think he's not a good player. Like always, when I saw him on 2v2, he was just cringe. In 1v1, he's kinda a criminal as well. I think the guy is not gifted. It's just a low tier 3 to me. It's not a good player. LMX. Well, LMX is a defensive machine. He have knowledge, but he's not gifted either. He's a good performer though. I would say he's a mid-tier. He's the definition of a mid-tier, but not gifted. Like OD is much more gifted than LMX, for example. So yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna add a new line there as well. Tac. Okay, who cares? Okay, there. Okay, LMX is done. Punches from NA. I think this guy was pretty okay in 1v1. I think he played some Clan Wars at the end. I'm not sure, I don't really remember. But this guy was pretty solid player, especially on Barb. And yeah, it's hard to say because he was okay-ish in 1v1, but that's about it, I remember. Even though I will add him in tier 2.5s, but probably had potential to reach a bit more if he was more active in tournaments and stuff. And I don't know if I think he played some Sorceress at some point. No, maybe he was not just playing against Sorceress with a Barbarian, I don't remember anyway. So yeah, 2.5, but could be higher if he played more, was more active, I would say. Butter, so Butter was a decent player, supportive player, mainly playing Barb as far as I remember. Won a tournament, he won a lot of tournaments as a Barb support. I mean, it's not the hardest, just kinda pray to get carried. I don't think he was so good at being aggressive as a Barbarian. Was just a decent player. Like, he doesn't perform so well in 1v1, I would say, and kinda came late to the game. I mean, I didn't hear about him before, so to me it's a It's a tier 3. Johnny Debs, kind of funny player, like he was just having fun and that's pretty okay. He was playing Clan Wars, but he had a very bad team on his neck, I remember, and yeah, it's hard to shine like this, but in 1v1 I know that he is not that good, but yeah, that's about it, so he's a tier 3 to me. LM Pukuk, the sorceress player, I mean the guy is just lazing basically. He's not doing anything else than just playing defensive. It's kinda, not gonna lie, it's kinda ridiculous to see. And the worst part is that he's winning some tournaments by just doing nothing but spray some random FB. Yeah, to me it's a tier 4. Soup was playing Bowzone. I think he was playing a bad Bowzone, to be honest, like was not even decent. Soup is a tier 4 to me. Fuzzerman. So Fuzzerman is a good 1v1er. He's playing a very great NVD DVN. And in teams he was playing okay as well. I mean, he didn't have the best team all the time, and he was kinda all the time being the principal, the most important player of his team. So yeah, Fuzzerman is a tier 2.5, but he have way more potential and his ends to be higher. Uriel, so Uriel kinda overrated, not gonna lie. Like he was playing a good smite, but he's not consistent on the smite for sure. Like sometimes he's gonna kill the zone pretty early, and sometimes he's just gonna die. You just wonder what he did. And I think in 1v1 he was pretty good on the DVN side, but on a kinda weird style. I mean, it's not very as good as you think it is, because when it comes to teams, for example, his raid is kinda meh. His neck is kinda meh as well. Like the guy doesn't have the science of teams, kinda. He have some okay luck. He have some good locks, not gonna lie. But yeah, he's not a good performer. I think Uriel is a tier 2.5, but I think his potential is kinda limited. Shoe Dirty, well, this guy was one of the earliest good scene. He was on the team AAK Arcs team, and he was pretty much one of the best of his team. Like he kinda carried many runs for them, and I think the guy was solid overall. He was not one of the best, but he was a good player. So Shooterdy is it's a tier 2 to me. Not higher, but that's pretty okay already. Zasubist. So Zasubist didn't play so much D2R, but he was an okay player on end of LOD. I remember on Asgard, he was playing pretty okay, and I think the guy was decent overall, and he had a good potential, especially on Barb, but he didn't play so much to say about him, so I'm gonna put him on a tier 3, but I think he would be a high tier 3. Could have been tier 2.5 probably. Let me add the line real quick. Okay, just there. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Zasubist is a tier 3 to me, but a high tier 3 I would say. Just CBA to move all the names, so yeah, he's belonging there for now. Elian. So Elian was a DFC player mainly. He was playing a okay druid on teams. He was an okay player overall, but he was not that good. Like, I think he kinda reached his maximum potential, but he was still doing okay. Like, it's a tier 2.5 to me, but I don't think I could see him go much higher. Slagma, well, I didn't see him enough on the game, but I remember his neck, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that's a solid tier 4. He's kinda here for fun, on casual, like discovering the game pretty much. Okay, Blake. So Blake, I remember him from D2GA, unfortunately for him. We had a fight in PvP tournament on D2GA and I won against him. I killed him with Hydra and he kinda cried to remake the match. But more seriously, on D2A, I think he was a decent player, but it's not going much higher. Like, it's a tier 3 to me, and that's about it. He's not a so good player. I think he kinda overrated himself. Merlin. Well, Merlin used to be a good 1v1 barb. I think his neck is total shit. His road is shit as well. And he got way better in teams, in barb. Like, before he was kinda suicide-ish, but now he can just play smart. He have way more knowledge now. And yeah, I think he became a more solid player. So to me, it's a tier 2.5, but not much higher. And I think he pretty much reached his full potential. Jinshin. So Jinshin is a one-trick pony boson. Didn't see him on Clan Wars or Teams Duels. Just seen him on 1v1 on his video and stuff. But I know that Desk went to NA and beat him. Jacob went to NA and beat him. I think he was kinda overrated. Like, people saying he's the best boson because they kinda just faced this guy. And I think he was a DFC legend, not gonna lie. It's not impressive to me. I think, yeah, he's overrated. Like, it's not so good. It's a decent player, but that's it. Like, it's a tier 3. Was easy. So was easy. At some point he got better. He doesn't have so much knowledge. He's pretty new in the game, I guess. He got better at some point, especially on his smite, when he can sometimes land some decent stuff. But it's not consistent and it's kinda a bit low in general, I would say. So to me, for now, was easy is a tier 4. Elgbrew, well, Elgbrew was pretty not good. He was very friendly guy. I liked this guy, but was not so good. Was kinda losing pretty much to everyone. And yeah, he was kinda casual. Not gonna lie, Elgbrew is a tier 4. But he could have, maybe he was not gifted, not gonna lie. But he could have been tier 3 at least if he played more. So Mon, the Necromancer, I remember him. I think he got better. I think he started from very, very low and got way better at some point. Yeah, I think he just got better. I think he's a tier 3. But he could go higher by time, maybe if he played more and with the right peoples. Bazoo. So Bazoo, it's hard for me to rate him because I didn't see him playing since a long time. But when he came from LOD, I know he was pretty low. I don't think he's performing so well in 1v1 tournaments right now. I don't know about the Clan Wars for now, if he's doing good or not. I know he's been taught by Jacob, he's been coached by Jacob and stuff. and I think he has some potential, definitely, but I cannot put him on tier 2.5 right now because he is not proven enough. So to me it's a tier 3 with the potential of going tier 2.5 if he proves in Claws and if he gets better in 1v1. Like, also he's kinda only playing Neck on Root, so it's kinda a bit limited, yeah. I'm just gonna add some text again because the next tier 4 is coming. Next tier 4 is coming. I didn't think I would add so much tier 4 actually. So yeah, next tier 4, Miguel Angel. He's a good guy. He's trying to get better, but he's not so gifted. Like, he's not a very good player. He's kinda learned the wrong way of playing as well. Like, I've seen him doing up nados and stuff instead of like trying to do stuff, getting better on shit. So yeah, it's kinda sad to see, but for now he's a tier 4 and didn't prove anything. So yeah, he has to continue and try to improve, evolve, and play with the right people. Just don't play with the people that teach you the wrong way of playing the game. Cam, the NA guy from Wiz, like the friend of GB Titan and stuff. Cam was pretty decent. I think he used to be a high tier player on LOD, and I think he have good locks. He have good locks, but he doesn't have good mechanics. Like, I mean, CT wise, he was not doing so good. I mean, he was getting there, but yeah, not quite close to what he could have become if he kept playing. He was too casual for the game, I guess. So to me, Cam is it's a tier 2.5, but could go higher, like tier 2, even 1.5 if he played more and more seriously. Z, my old friend Z, that went to D4. I think Z was a very solid player. Like, he was a good performer. He was a good tryharder. He had a lot of knowledge. This guy was a good player. Like, he could have gone way higher if he played more. But for now, I will put him in tier 2. But I could see him being a tier 1.5 at least if he played more the game and if he kept playing tournaments and played Clan Wars as well. So Tim Pinsky. I think this guy was pretty good in 1v1. I think the team duels were not for him. Like, he was way too aggressive, way too spontaneous, way too like play with the fire. He was way too aggressive for the format, but he was a good player mechanically. And I think Tim will be tier 2.5. And if he was more well-rounded, more complete, he could have gone higher, probably. Just gonna add a line again there. 2.5. Okay. So Bui. Basically, I was comparing him to Dazer at the beginning of the game, but Dazer had so much more potential than this guy. Like, this guy was just living for the cheese, for a way to win at any cost, but without the skills. Like, this guy to me was very, very bad player. Like, he was not gifted. He had a lot of knowledge, that's for sure, but that's pretty much everything he had. This guy on some character that weren't boosted at the beginning of the game, like the scene, were total trash tier. Like you could see on Neck, he was totally dumpster player. So yeah, Bu is a tier 3. Uslayep, the cousin of Ryzen, if I'm not mistaken. I think the guy was very old school. Like he didn't add big mechanics, he didn't add big knowledge. Wait. Okay, the headset ripped. But yeah, I would say Uslayep didn't add a lot of knowledge. I mean, he had a lot of knowledge, but he didn't add a lot of the new mechanics that were needed for the game, even though he was performing pretty good for his time, at the beginning of the game at least. It's hard to rate him, it's kinda hard. But to me, it's a tier 3. It's a tier 3, but potential to be 2.5 at least. Diawind was the druid player, kinda playing a defensive way. He was DFC champ. I mean, I don't know if he was champ, but doesn't really matter anyway, it's DFC. Wait, I'm just doing a new category. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, Diawind is a tier 3. I don't think he was so good on the game. He's kinda like the following name that is coming, playing pretty much defensive, and that's about it. So yeah, same. Root is a tier 3. Like this guy is a stupid guy, pretty bad player, flame people, and yeah, he's just doing defensive styles. He's not doing anything else than that. So yeah, to me it's a solid tier 3 to me. Fallen Soul, well, this guy started kinda low. He's a very good guy, like he's willing to learn on stuff, but he's kinda too casual for the game. I don't think in Team Duels he's doing so good. He has learned a lot of character, that's to credit to him, because he was kinda only playing few characters at the beginning, like maybe his Neck. Now I know he's playing Sin, he's playing Smite, he's playing Hammer. He kinda learned a lot of characters, but yeah, to me, it's not enough skill-wise. He didn't progress that good, but I mean, he didn't play so much the game either. Like I know he's playing a lot of Counter-Strike and stuff. So yeah, hard to say if he can go higher or not. Zaka, so Zaka is a new promising player. I think he's pretty good. I remember back some times ago, like 1 year ago or something, he was playing some tournaments, 2v2 and stuff, and he was doing, he was kinda a bit too passive, like a lot of cleansing, kinda selfish gameplay, like probably was used to play 1v1 only. But I think this guy has some potential, definitely, and I think this guy is a tier 2.5 with the potential to go higher if he keep playing the way he does and keep improving. OG, so I think OG is a new player, new coming player, so it's hard to rate him higher than that, especially that he's still learning the game and stuff. So what I can give him, it's just keep going, bro, and train with the right people. Like, don't play with shitty D2G that sucks on the game, like Big Day and stuff. Just try to improve, enjoy the game, and yeah, just PM me if you want to duel. I'm up anytime. Emil. So Emil is kinda like Zaka. It's a newcomer with a big potential. I've met him on pub game. He was doing pretty good on his Amerdin, not gonna lie. He have good mechanics. He have good movements. I think he's a bit too all-in. Like, he is not playing that smart, not yet. He doesn't have the smart plays yet, but he's doing pretty okay. So to me, it's a tier 2.5, and with the potential to go higher. Like, he's probably a high 2.5. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna modify that already. Tier 2.5. I'm gonna remove Elemix, that is probably a low one. And Emil belongs there. I think OD is probably one of the best 2.5. Elemix. Okay. Gita is a new player. I think he's an undercover player. Undercover player from I don't know where actually. He's playing Amerdin, and he beat Dazer last time, which kind of surprised me. And I think he has good mechanics, good knowledge, but I don't know him enough. And even though he have knowledge, he's kind of all in. He's kind of not playing a smart way, but he have some good potential. Like, he could go higher if he's not an undercover that we know already. He could become a good player. Terror player. I think he's a good 1v1er with his barb at least. I think his barb is bullshit. I mean his neck, sorry, is bullshit. But his barb is pretty good. I think in team he doesn't play team duels, so he's kinda a bit limited for now. But he have a big potential in 1v1 especially. But for now I'm gonna rate him in tier 3 because he didn't prove so much. Wait, let me check my phone real quick. Okay. Loons, well, I've seen him on YouTube video mostly. He have good mechanics, he's having good movements, but he's playing against randoms pretty much all the time, so it's kinda hard to judge. Even though, based on his mechanics, I cannot put him lower than tier 2.5. I cannot put him higher for now because he didn't prove enough, and I think in teams he is not very good, so yeah. DHA, so well, DHA is an old school player. I've played against him with him a lot of time on LOD. On D2R it was kinda casual, so it's kinda hard to judge him even though he played pub game mostly. I think it's impossible to put him lower than 1.5 because he would reach this level at least if he kept playing and if he played tournament. He had a good potential and he had the knowledge for sure. Same for the next guy that I'm gonna rate actually, Ella. I think Ella had the biggest potential than DHA actually. But yeah, the same, he didn't play enough D2R. The guy could play every characters basically, like he was doing good on every characters on LOD. But for now it's hard to rate him higher than 1.5 considering he didn't play so much the game, but the potential was there, so yeah. Hagra, one of my best friend. Doesn't mean that I have to judge him because he's one of my best friend. I think the guy had potential. He got better at some point, but he was playing too much pub game. He never played tournament, and And yeah, he could have improved, but he didn't play enough, like he was too casual for the game, so Hagla is a tier 3. But he could have been higher if he kept playing the game. GDO, so GDO, yeah, same, one of my best friend. And yeah, GDO is pretty good. Like, I think he was pretty good already on Legacy. On D2R he's getting better and better. But for now, he didn't prove enough. Like, he's a bit limited on the big plays, I would say. So to me, GDO for now it's a tier 2, but with the potential of going higher if he change something. Like, you need to find the key, you need to find more understanding of the game. Jacob, well, Jacob, same, one of my best friends. I think Jacob reached a high level on this game. Yeah, Jacob became good. Like on LOD, I remember he started from very low, but not by the lack of potential, just by the lack of opponents. I mean, he was playing pubs as well, just playing for fun, stuff like that. He got way better and better, trained a lot, with me actually, especially. And yeah, we played a lot together, and he became very, very good at the game. He won the NA Clan Wars. He was part of why his team were doing good in Clan Wars in Europe as well. And in 1v1 he's just very good, he can play all characters, he's very well-rounded player. So to me, Jacob is a tier 1. He's better than Ro, Dazer, Wanma for me, than Gogator as well, I would say. So yeah, Jacob is a tier 1. Desk, well, Desk, it's hard to rate. Like, he have a lot of knowledge. He was playing a very good barbarian in teams when he wanted, at least, because sometimes he was just like, I don't give a fuck and just YOLO. But he had a lot of knowledge. He can play every character basically. Some on a good level, some on a mid level. To me, he's higher than the names on tier 3, so he's a tier 2.5 to me. And yeah, I think Desk is just a good player. Like, there is not much more to say. I still think that the player on tier 2 are a bit more solid. Maybe I will remove XS Balls actually from the tier 2. XS Balls, yeah. No, I'm looking at it. It's more a tier 2.5 actually. Because I don't think he's lower than Desk for sure. So, and I don't think he's higher than Desk either. Benji, well, Benji, one of my best friends as well. One of the legends on Legacy, came on D2R with old school mechanics. Like, he had a big break, and he kinda adapted very well to the game actually. Like, the city were mastered, the movements were what they needed to be for the game, and he reached a high level for sure. So to me, he was always a player you could count on, and he just one of the best players of this game. So it's a tier 1 to me. Okay. Dristo. So Dristo was one of my best friends as well, from AK. He clutched a lot of matches for us as Neck, and he was playing pretty good on his Neck, especially on team. I think 1v1 was different, like sometimes he could choke, but I mean, just because he didn't play it as much as he played on TVTs. And yeah, he was always solid. You know that you could always count on someone in your team. It was Dristo. So mechanically, I would say it wasn't the highest, but he was like one of him and Hard, the best two necks on Europe. So Dristo to me is I have to judge as well the skills, the individual skills, the 1v1 part. I think Visto would be a tier 2 to me. But mainly because he played only team duels. Middles. Well, Middles started from low, like he was one of the worst player I played against on LOD. And Twer kinda gave him a career actually, like he became good. He started to understand the game better. Yeah, he became a good player actually. Well-rounded player. Didn't reach his maximum potential probably. But I think Middles is a tier 2. Piwa. Well, Piwa, kinda easy to say. Like I played against the guy a lot of time in LOD. Didn't play a single time in D2R, I think. So I don't know what will be the outcome. But I know he was like one of the best forever in LOD. Beat my ass hard on LOD actually. And yeah, this guy was just complete, playing all the character on the highest level. So he's just among the best. Like it's not, there is no debate actually. It's kinda easy to judge on this. And yeah, finally the first tier S on this ranking, and the second is coming right now. So to me it's the best player of this game. Like the most complete, the guy that's reached the best understanding of this game, that have the best movement, that plays the best. I mean, he is the highest level on some characters that, I mean, for example, if I got to compare to Piwa can play all characters on the highest level. But the highest level on Gerjo, on his best character, is a bit higher, if I would say. Like his Paladin, for example, in some matchups, is way higher than anyone in this game, I would say. So yeah, this is the top 2 right now. I don't remember if I got someone else. I think I do. Lion, French guy, the helicopter of AK team at some point, of the Love team as well. Well, this guy was not so good. He was playing for fun. He was not mechanically surprising and like amazing, but he was decent. And yeah, that's about it. But it's not a tier 2.5, so it's a tier 3. Shaco, well, he didn't play long time. He played for fun mainly, but he did good. I mean, some tournaments I remember him doing good, and he came to Aka as well because we think that he was doing good. So he got better, but it's not enough to be on tier 2.5 considering the other names. I think he's a bit below. So I think he's on tier 3, but he was doing pretty good and could have been higher maybe if he played more 1v1 tours, more tournaments in general, and more duels, because I think this guy was far from being a tryhard. He was more a casual player. Like he was doing a lot of PVM as well, so yeah. Shaco is a tier 3 to me, but maybe he could have been better if he played more. Repti. Well, Repti at the beginning I think he was not that good, to be honest. Like I remember he was a classic player on LOD. Came late on Creata's tournament. He played some, I think, and then on D2R he came. Didn't start with the best mechanics, but improved a lot. I think he improved his gameplay, he improved his knowledge. I mean, by knowledge I mean his sense of gameplay in 1v1 on teams, and I think he improved a lot. So Repti to me it's a tier 2.5, but not among the best 2.5, but not on the worst either. Like he was just being solid, a solid player. Alex the Spanish, Well, Alex the Spanish is kinda okay on his emerging. I don't think he's a good motor of a win in a team, and I don't think he has the best champion pool either. Like, he's mainly playing Barbarian, mainly playing Paladin, sorry. I think he's also playing Barbarian and Necro, maybe Druid as well, but not on a good level. I mean, his Neck is his Paladin is his best character, and it's not enough for me. So for now, he's a tier 3, and if he played more and with the right people, maybe he could be higher. Alex Messercus. Well, I think at the beginning of the game, he was not a well-rounded player. I think he had the knowledge. He didn't have the best skills. Also, he was only playing Amazon at the beginning of the game. Then, on teams, he became really insane. Like, he could do very good on a barb. He could do still very good on his zone. I think his zone is pretty solid, actually. And I think, yeah, he reached a high level, especially in team. I don't think he's doing so much 1v1. But in team duels, he had a good understanding. He was a good teammate to have, to be honest. And yeah, to me, it's a tier 2.5. But I'm mainly judging his ability to playing in teams, because in 1v1, it's kind of hard to say. He didn't play it enough. So he could have reached higher if he proved a bit more in 1v1 and stuff. But it's one of the best teammates I had in the game, so yeah. Pavel Jonk. So Pavel Jonk, I think he's just decent on Sork, and that's about it. I mean, he's playing Sork only. His barb is kind of terrible. His neck is kind of terrible as well. Yeah, I don't think he's good in teams. On his Sork in 1v1, it's okay, but like, it's not very impressive. I think Pavel is just tier 3 to me. So Nel was a good player. Like, he could play a lot of various characters on a decent level. I think his best character was probably Zone at some point. Then he played Sin for us on GD, and he was doing pretty okay considering the tactics we had and stuff. He was understanding the team duels pretty okay. And I think in 1v1 he's generally doing fine. Like, he's on a decent level for sure. So to me, Nel is a tier 2.5. Arg. Well, Arg is a old school player with a lot of knowledge. I think he was a good motor of why his team performed well in general in Clan Wars. He have a good understanding. He have okay mechanics. He's pretty okay on what he has to do, on how to do it, and he does it well. So yeah, to me, he's a very well-rounded player, and he can play more than just Neck also, even though he was a bit of a one-trick pony at some point. He kinda evolved on there. So to me, Arg is a tier 1.5. If I would just consider his ability to play team duels, it could be a tier 1, but he didn't prove anything in 1v1 tournaments. So I think I cannot put him higher than that. Low. Well, Low is a kinda like newcomer. I mean, he played LOD, but he was not playing so serious. And he got way better in quite a fast time in D12. And he was pretty gifted mechanically, actually. Yeah, he was pretty good. He didn't play long enough. He played some 1v1s, but he didn't play enough 1v1. Like, he didn't show a total domination and stuff. And I think he's a bit below the names that we can see on the tier 1. So to me, Low is a tier 1.5. And he still have a lot of potential. Like, this guy is very good and gifted. Tenacity, well, Tenacity was the source player from the beginning of the game, like literally just running everywhere, doing stuff, but like that's not playing the game, that's just casting randomly everywhere. So yeah, that's a solid tier 4. Waves. Well, Waves, mechanically strong, kinda gifted. I don't think he was playing LOD, I mean he was, but like he was not known for it. And yeah, I think he improved a lot in teams. Like before he was kinda suicide machine and got better with the brain stuff as well. And in 1v1 he is just very strong. He is one of the best duelists in 1v1, and I think in team duels he's doing good as well. Maybe his neck is kinda limited, like he didn't play it enough either, but like he can play a good neck, he can play a good barb for sure. His barb is very good, and yeah, he's a good player. Like his VT is known in 1v1 to be very strong. So to me, Waves is a tier 1 player. Okay, YOLO Max Swag. So I get to know this guy since not a long time, in pub mainly. I mean, he's playing pub a lot, but I figured that this guy was interesting to duel. Like he had a lot of potential, and if this guy played tournament, actually, he would have improved way more. But this guy is playing quite some character. He's not only playing a good Hammerdean, he's playing also some other character, like his boson is decent, stuff like that. So let me add a new category again, because I'm lacking of space. Okay. And yeah, to me, this guy has big potential, and he's a tier 2.5, and he didn't even prove anything, like in tournament and stuff. So yeah, this guy has big potential for sure. Zico, the newcomer in the game, very high potential to me. Like his boson, especially. I mean, this guy is a pro gamer on his in his respective game, so obviously this guy have a big potential, have a big knowledge already, and he's a tryharder, so he can go way higher. I mean, to me it's like a Dazer. He got the same characteristics than the others, and he can go high, but for now it's a bit too early obviously to say. I'm gonna put this guy on tier 2.5 because I see the big potential of him, and I see when we fight the improvement that he made in a very short time. So yeah, Zico is a promising player, but I don't think he will reach his full potential because he's not gonna play any of this game, sadly. Johan. Well, he's one of the highest level 1v1 player, especially in... I know he's especially good in DVN and VD. And he started to play teams as well, and he's doing pretty okay in teams, even though I think at the beginning was kinda like too suicidary on teams. He got way better now, and in 1v1 he's just a very good player. So yeah, to me Johan is a high potential player. Like, I'm sure he didn't reach his full potential and he is a tier 2 for now, but with the potential to go higher, to me. Toshenk. While Toshenk is one of the most skilled player of this game, for sure. He can play every character on the highest level. He got a good understanding of the game. He played pretty much all the most important tournaments in the game, so he knows very good about all the kind of things it requires to win. Toshenk he's gifted mechanically. He's He was one of my hardest opponents. Like when I played against him, DVN NVD on DFC, I just won 9-8 against him on mixed EU and NA servers. And yeah, he's a very good opponent. Like to me, he's one of the best for sure. So to me, he belongs to the best player of this game. But he is below the two other we got there. Reich, well, Reich is a good player. In 1v1 he's pretty okay, especially that he started kinda late on LOD apparently, and on D2R he's doing good. I think in team he can choke on neck and stuff sometimes. He's not the most consistent, but he's a good player. In 1v1 he can, I mean, he's very gifted, but he can choke as well. So Reich is one of the best player probably. And yeah, to me Reich is a tier 1, but one of the lowest tier 1s, like because of the no consistent factor. Austin Corbier from NA, aka Duckaroo, played a lot against him on D2 LOD, on D2 GA especially, I think on Asgard as well. And he was playing a lot of D2R at the beginning. And yeah, this guy is just insanely good. He can play all character, got the knowledge, he's a old school player, veteran. He's just top tier player, so to me it's the last of the tier est. I know there is Marvel as well, but I never played against Marvel, never seen him play. Even though everyone rates him amongst the best, I cannot rate him amongst the best because it's my ranking and I didn't play against him. But I know he's one of the best. Just not gonna put him because I never seen him playing. I am light. Well, this guy was kind of a troll most of the time. I think he was not that bad, and he was decent in 1v1. In teams as well, he was playing okay time to time, but he was not the most consistent player, even though to me he belongs higher than the tier 3s we got below, so I am light is a bit higher, yeah. Big, well, Big is hard to judge, but he improved a lot. Like he got way better in team duels. Before he was not on the page, like he was more of a 1v1 player, I think, and he got way better and better. But I think he's below the names we got on tier 2. Easy actually. I think Big is a tier 2 actually. I'm wrong. He's higher than the names we got there. So yeah, Big belongs to tier 2. Old Slang. Well, Old Slang is a troll. He's not here to improve, he's just here to win basically. Gonna hope to get carried, but he's among the worst players in the game. So Old Slang is there. Pulse, I think he's decent in 1v1, not the best, not the worst. He's a mid tier, like he's a bit above the tier 3 we got there, and I think in teams he's doing better now, but I know he has a choke factor as well, even though I will put him in tier 2.5. Hyperion. Well, Hyperion was a decent supportive emerging, but like not so good in 1v1, not so good in teams. Yeah, I think Hyperion was just a tier 3. Just like Mimosa actually. Notorious Ray, well, this guy is pretty good. I've seen him only in teams mostly, on Well Wounded with the Habib's team, so it's kinda hard to judge based on that. But to me, Notorious is good at the game for sure. I don't know about 1v1, because I never seen him really play 1v1s. But I think Notorious is a tier 2. But I don't see him much higher, like I think the names there are just better. Ability, well, it's a mid tier. Like the guy was one of the first person I played against on D2R when he didn't even release yet, and I think he's decent. I think he got carried a lot of time with his widescreen as well. But I think he had potential, and he's not among the worst players, and he has knowledge, he had stuff like that, he have arguments. So yeah. Silent Snake, well, Silent Snake is the definition of a mid tier. He have knowledge, he knows what to do, but he's not gifted. Like, and I don't think he have potential to improve. So to me, it's a mid-tier player, but it's not going higher than that. And to finish, the last name, Jeroxor. Well, Jeroxor improved, like he was total tier 4 at the beginning, but it's not going much higher than tier 3 to me. He's not on mid-tier yet. Like, the names there are just better than him, I think, even though he kinda improved on. I know in Team Duels he's doing okay now. Yeah, I think he's a tier 3 for now. Okay, so guys, that was my ranking. I probably forgot some names, like if you want me to let you know which rank you will be based on if I know you or not, just commentate. Do not hesitate to critiques if you don't like it, flame me if you want it as well. And yeah, thanks for watching, see you!